So guys, welcome back to another TheSportUniverse Reacts. So, I don't really want to talk about the NFL schedule that came out today. I know we're going to talk about that a lot on our podcast on Sunday, so I'm going to save that for then. But I want to talk about this new thing that the NBA is worried about. So, last week, the NBA... Okay, let me start over. It seems like the NBA might be one of the first leagues to actually come back. It's either between them and baseball, I would say, because you gotta assume that some form of sports is gonna come back before September, hopefully, which would be football. But it's either baseball or basketball, and the NBA has come out with a lot of things saying what they're worried about. First being what happened, they talked about last week with the older coaches, the older personnel being around these players and the possibility of coronavirus spreading to them. Obviously, the older population is affected much greater than the younger population, which would be the players compared to the coaches. So that was the first thing. That came out last week, and now a new thing that's coming out this week is the mental health of everyone coming back after such a pandemic, or just a pandemic in general, citing specifically like germophobes. There's players around the league that are germophobes, there's player personnel that are germophobes. What are you going to do with those players? Like, when you think about sports in general, you consider the players, them playing, just like the actual sport. But if you go into like the logistics of everything, germophobes sounds like a small issue, but it could become a much larger issue, or just the fear of germ spread. Like, basketball is a lot of contact. Baseball is less contact. Basketball is contact. In the post, you're backing up on someone, trying to steal from someone. There's a lot of fouls. It's physical. Not as physical as football, but football you have protection on stuff. Basketball, a lot of sweat. A lot of things like that. You know, it would be interesting if they consider, like, maybe having to wear long sleeves or something like that. I don't know. That would be a little bit crazy, but I also don't think that's how it spreads, really. But you know what I mean. It's a lot of contact. And germophobes is definitely an interesting concept to consider here, because people are just really considering getting the sport back, but basketball is one of those sports where you have a lot of contact with other people. You're very close to each other, comparatively to like baseball. The closest anyone really is, dugouts, when you try to steal a base, when you're going home, like when you're up at bat, you're not really touching on anyone. Basketball, you're doing that a lot. Football, you have protective gear on, you have gloves on, you have a helmet on. It would be interesting for football if they like with the helmet they put like glass in between things with little things to breathe. That'd be interesting. It's an interesting idea. I should email Roger Goodell. I don't know if that made any sense, but what I'm saying is, like, you know, like, you have the helmet, and then this is usually open. What if you put, like, glass on there? Put glass on here with little holes so you can still breathe. I don't know. Not glass, plastic, whatever. I don't know. More protection. But that's something to really keep in mind, because basketball is probably the most physical human contact, like actual contact sport. And germophobes would definitely be something you have to keep in mind. I don't know how you would deal with that. That's something that everyone, not even just sports, is going to have to deal with. Like, how do you come back from this? That's really it. Thanks for watching. See you on Saturday. That's it. Bye.